Good evening. Welcome to your Thursday evening yoga class. Burning some Palo Santo. Not burning cream. Wish I was though. Alright, burning some Palo Santo for all of you. Holy stick, getting rid of any negative energies. And so today's yoga class is going to be a little bit more restorative, yin, a little bit slower. And the reason why I'm choosing to do that today is because there's an author, PhD holder, she's a Black author, her name is Dr. Gail Parker. And she wrote this book on restorative yoga for trauma healing, for race-based trauma healing. I think it's super interesting and you should definitely check it out. And I'm going to be teaching a more calm and slower class this Thursday evening. So if you're looking for something more fast-paced, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be doing that today. But I will be doing that on Sunday. Sunday we will do a real vinyasa flow. Moving faster, getting heated up. But today we're going to be working on more yin poses. And I have to say yin because the biggest difference between yin and restorative is restorative you use a lot of props, a lot of blocks and pillows and blankets and really soft and cushiony things because you want to let gravity to do the work. However, in yin there is some discomfort. You don't use a lot of props and it's a little bit more of deeper stretching. So today we're going to work on that. We're going to work on deeper stretching, really breathing, using our breath for each movement, using our breath to relax the muscle, and going inward. So there's going to be time for you to be thinking. Maybe your thoughts will be wandering, and I'm going to ask that you be kind to yourself. Allow your thoughts to wander. And if your thoughts do wander, just come back into your breath, focusing on your breathing, breathing in, breathing out, inhaling, exhaling, noticing where your breath is going. What does your breath look like? What does it sound like? Just bring all of your focus and all of your senses to your breath. Find a comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall, grounding down through your sit bones or whatever you're sitting on today, this evening. And we'll work in some breath work I want to say this morning, but it's not morning time here. Let's work in some breath work, sitting up nice and tall, maybe a soft gaze a few feet in front of you or completely closing your eyes. Bring your hands to rest on your knees or your thighs, wherever they land. Palms facing down, ready to let go of something. Palms facing up if you're ready to receive something. One palm down, one palm up if you're ready to do both. Noticing where you are right now. Taking a moment to get grounded, to get rooted. Feeling the space that's touching the ground. Feeling the parts of your body that's touching the ground right now. Acknowledging the sounds that are around you, outside of the space you're in, and within the space you're in. Noticing the air around you. Maybe it's warm, maybe it's cool, maybe you feel nothing. Noticing the parts of your hands that are touching your knees or your thighs. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice how your breath might expand your chest or your diaphragm and deflate those same spaces in your body. Begin to deepen your breath, filling up your diaphragm and your lungs. Exhaling and releasing. Continue to deepen your breath and hold your breath at the top. Exhale and release. Hold at the bottom. So when I ask you to hold, I'm asking you to literally hold your breath for about 1 or 2 seconds before and after you inhale and exhale. This is complete pranayama. With every inhale, continue to lengthen through your spine, creating a nice long spine behind you, bringing your belly towards your spine, keeping your core nice and strong so you can keep your spine nice and strong. And with every exhale, allowing spaces in your body that might hold tension to completely relax. Three more breaths here. Begin to really deepen your breath. Exhale, side away. 2 more times. Deep inhale. Side away. 1 more time. Side away. Come back to your normal breath. Gently open up your eyes. And switch the positioning of your legs. So if your right leg is over right now, you're going to move so that your left leg is over. That way your legs don't fall asleep and you can continue that blood flow in your legs. We're going to stay in this posture right here for a few more minutes. And we're going to do something in like a scan down our body. So we're going to work through from the top of our heads all the way down to our toes. Until the end of this class. So it'll be a giant body scan yin yoga restorative style class today. So starting at the top of our head, just with breathing, looking inward. If you notice that your mind begins to wander, allow your mind to wander, and when you notice that your mind has wandered, come back to your breathing. That's meditation, when you're able to notice that your mind has wandered and come back to breathing. So we're going to take 10 breaths here, just focusing on our mind. Focusing on our mind stuff is what we call it in yoga. 10 breaths, moving at the speed and pace of your own breath, whatever kind of breath you want to take. Come back to the awareness of your breath. If your eyes are closed, open up your eyes. And we'll move down to our neck now. So with your neck, be really gentle, move slowly. Just begin to bring one ear to your shoulder, moving back and forth, continuing to breathe. Option to close your eyes or keep your eyes open. And then gently coming back to neutral with your neck and just looking right, looking left. Again, moving gently and slowly. And then coming back to neutral. And from here, bringing your right ear to your right shoulder and then gently swaying in a semicircle motion to the other ear. And moving back and forth, continuing to breathe. Coming back through center. Begin to roll your shoulders back, moving from our shoulders here. Continuing to take deep breaths, breathing with each movement, and then roll your shoulders forward. You can exaggerate this movement by moving through your elbows as well. And then give one big roll of your shoulder back. And do that one more time. Reach your shoulders up towards your ears, behind you, and then down. Bring your hands to rest on your thighs or your knees, wherever your hands land. And then from here, reach your arms out into a T position. Reach your arms all the way up. Reach, 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 reach as far up as you can go. Bring your palms facing one another and open up your arms as if you're holding a giant beach ball. Bring your belly towards your spine. Keep your core nice and tight. Keep breathing here. Reach your arms back and just pulse back. A few seconds here. Keep breathing. And then as you're pulsing back, turn your palms to the front. Keep pulsing. And then as you're pulsing, bring your arms down real slow. Keep pulsing back. Palms are facing towards the ground this time. Keep pulsing backwards. Reach your arms back. Keep pulsing. And then reach your arms back behind you onto the floor, puffing your chest out, reaching your shoulders and your arms back. Giving yourself just a tiny little back bend here, but also stretching your chest out here. Option to stay right here or interlace your hands behind you and then reach your interlaced hands far back, going into a little bit more of a deeper stretch. Breathe here. And then if you have interlaced fingers, release your arms, release your hands back behind you. I'm going to move back so that you can see. Back this way. So reach your feet long in front of you, just like this. Take your right leg and cross it over your left leg. So you're in this position right here. Okay? Option to stay right here in this position. Reach your right arm up and twist over behind you. So you want to bring your right arm right behind your back. Bring your left arm, you can stay right here if this works for you, or you can bring your left elbow to the outer edge of your right knee and use it as leverage to twist from your abdomen over, looking over your right shoulder. Now, if your back is curved like this, I want you to make it nice and long. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. And as you exhale, twist over and look over your right shoulder or just look to the right. Breathe here. 5 full breaths. With every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, twist over. And then on your inhale, coming back through center, bring your right leg to meet your left nice and long. And we're just gonna do a counter pose, just leaning over to the left side, allowing our spine to neutralize, and come back through center. Bend your left knee, cross it over the right leg. Option to stay right here, again hugging your left knee in. Reach your left arm up, bring it right directly behind your back. Option to stay right here. This is perfectly fine if this is what you have. Or option to go a little bit deeper, bring your right elbow to the outer edge of your left knee. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Again, if you're dumping back like this and you just look like this, inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist over, using your abs, using your abdomen, abdominal muscles, looking over your left shoulder or looking over to the left. Whatever works. Use your breath, 5 breaths here. Lengthen your left leg nice and long and then counter twist over to the right. Take a breath here and come back through center. From here, we're going to work on our lower backs. So bend your knees, hug the back of your knees right here and surrender. Option to stay right here in the surrendered pose, or option to lengthen through the back of your legs a little bit, and then you can feel this stretch through your back as well. Taking 5 breaths here. On your inhale, come back up to a seated position. And from here, let's go ahead and work on Baddha Konasana. Bring your feet together, opening up your hips, moving down through stretching our hips, our inner thighs here, our groin area. Bring your hands to your ankle or your inner your arches. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Take a breath here. One more breath in. And as you exhale, lean forward. Keep your spine nice and long. Lean forward as much as you can go with your spine still long. If your spine begins to curve, you're going to come back to that point where you can keep your spine nice and long. And just breathe here. Two more breaths here. From here, come back through center, roll over your knees, coming into your neutral tabletop position, neutral spine. Taking some cat-cows here, stretching your spine, your abdomen, your chest, into your cat pose, Bittilasana. Exhale, bring your belly towards your spine, drop the weight of your head. Sorry, this is cat pose, which is Madhyalasana. This is cow pose. Keep breathing, keep moving in your cat-cow, going as slow as fast as you want to. I'm going to ask that you slow it down and take some slow movement, some slow motion here. Allowing yourself to breathe, taking deep breaths. Giving your body a chance to completely rest, relax, stretch. Take a few more cat-cows. About 2 or 3 more cat-cows. And when you're ready, come into a neutral spine, belly towards your spine. Reach your right arm up. Exhale, weave your right arm under the left. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, weave your right arm under the left. One more time, reach your right arm up. Exhale, weave your right arm underneath the left and bring your right shoulder and right ear to the ground. Option to stay right here. Or option to reach your left arm long, keeping your left arm on the ground. Option to bind your left arm behind your back. Breathe here. 5 breaths. Bring your left arm directly in front of your face. Push back up to hands and knees. Take 3 cat-cows here, moving at the speed and pace of your own breath. When you're ready, come into a neutral spine. Ground down through your right hand. Reach your left arm up. Exhale, weave your left arm underneath the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, weave. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, weave your left arm under, bring your left shoulder and left ear to the mat. Option to keep your right hand right here directly in front of your face, or reach your right arm long above your head. Option to bind, reaching your right arm behind you for your left thigh. 5 breaths here. Bring your right hand directly in front of your face and gently push back up to a hands and knees position. Take 2 cat-cows here. And from here, bring your knees together, bring your feet together. Sit your hips back into a child's pose. Option to keep your arms long. If you can bring your forehead to the mat in your child's pose, that's cool. If not, make fists with your hands and stack your head on top of your fists. Option to keep your arms long in front of you, or reach your arms back towards your heels. 10 breaths here, completely in your child's pose, completely surrendering. Begin to walk your arms forward, but also walking your chest forward, coming all the way down onto your belly. Not into the Sphinx pose, but into the seal pose. Reach your arms diagonally, place your hands firmly onto the ground, and push your chest up, feeling this abdominal stretch, but also a back bend here. Breathe here, option to close your eyes. Option to keep your eyes open, but whatever you do, nice long neck and spine. Two more breaths here. On your exhale, gently release your forehead down to the ground. Bring your hands directly to where your ribs are. Push up and back. Walk your knees forward. We're going to come back onto our bottoms, sitting on our sit bones. If you have tight hips or you have tight hamstrings, you can roll up your mat and place it underneath your sit bones, so that allows you some cushion and some lift so that you can work through that. So your feet are in front of you, but I want you to bend your left knee, bringing your left foot to your inner right groin. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Point your right toes towards your face. Move back a little bit so you can see. Right toes pointing towards your face. I want you to turn your upper body facing towards your right foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, just fold forward. Wherever your hands land, they land. If they touch your toes, cool. If they touch your ankles, great. If they touch your knees, wonderful. If you can reach your forehead to your knees, nice. If not, completely surrender, let the weight of your head go. Keep your right foot and your right toes pointed towards your face. Feel this where you feel it within your body. Breathing here, 5 full breaths. On your inhale, gently walk your hands back towards your hips, and we'll do the same thing to the other side. Right foot, right knee comes to bend, right foot to your inner left groin, left toes pointing towards your face. Take a deep inhale in, exhale, face your left foot, inhale your arms up, exhale, fold over your left leg, wherever your hands land again. Allow them to land. We're not pushing here. Completely surrender. Let the weight of your head go. Let the weight of your body go. 5 full breaths here. Keep your left toes pointing towards your face. On your inhale, gently walk your hands back towards your hips. And we're going to switch to the other side. We'll do this 2 more times. Right foot pointing towards your face. Left knee bent, left foot in your left groin. Face your right foot. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Wherever your hands land, allow them to land. Right toes are pointing towards your face. 5 breaths here. Completely surrender. On your inhale, come back up to a seated position. Switch your legs. Right foot comes to your inner left groin. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over your left leg, left toes pointing towards your face. Completely surrender. On your inhale, gently walk your hands back up. And from here, you're going to open up both legs in this straddle position. Toes are pointing towards your face. I personally have very tight hamstrings and tight lower back, so this is kind of difficult for me. And if you are like me, you'll put a micro bend in both of your knees to protect your sciatic nerve, to protect your hamstrings, and not go so deep that you hurt yourself. But if you have the flexibility, cool, you can go ahead and go into your straddle. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Bring your hands in front of you. If this is where you are working on, this is where you will stay. This is where you will surrender and where you will breathe. If you can begin to walk your hands forward and keep your spine nice and long, go ahead and start doing that. Wherever you notice that your spine begins to curve, I want you to go back just about an inch or a centimeter to the point where your spine is nice and long. And breathe here, 5 full breaths. Wherever you land, maybe you come back down to your elbows, but again, keep your spine nice and long. Keep those toes pointed towards your face. On your inhale, walk your hands back up. And come back onto hands and knees. Take your right leg, bring your right ankle to your left wrist, right knee right behind your right wrist, and then reach your left leg back, half pigeon pose. Okay, so here we are in our half pigeon pose. You're gonna inhale, lengthen through your spine. Maybe you're working on this right here, and this is exactly where you'll stay. If you'd like to go into a rested pigeon, bring your hands in front of you and begin to walk forward with your hands. Option to stay up on your hands, and maybe this is where you're working. Or option to come down onto your elbows, or if you have the flexibility, you can come down to your chest. Taking 5 breaths here. Breathing into whatever points of tension you might be feeling within your body, within your mind, within your whole being. Allowing yourself to rest, relax, and restore. On your inhale, gently come back up. Reach your left knee back, coming back into this hands and knees position, and we'll switch sides to the other side now. Left ankle behind your right wrist, left knee behind your left wrist. Reach your right leg back, coming into your half pigeon. Bring your hands by your side, lengthen through your spine here. Imagine your tail going down and belly towards your spine. Option to stay right here and work on this half pigeon pose. Option to reach your hands forward, working your way into a rested pigeon. You can stay right here, or if you have the flexibility, you can bring your elbows down or bring your chest towards the ground. Choose your position now and take 5 full breaths. Noticing any points of tension, allowing your body and your mind to completely rest, relax, and restore. Gently push yourself up, coming back to your hands and knees position. This time you're going to reach your right leg forward. Bring your hands on either side of your right leg, kind of like a low lunge position, and reach forward. We're just stretching out our psoas muscle. Psoas muscle comes here and attaches between our abdomen and actually into our spine. And a lot of times people get this injury, and this stretch really helps for it. And switch, actually we're not going to switch sides, and then just lean your hips back, Coming into half splits, Hanumanasana. If you have full split in your practice, go ahead and take it. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Whichever pose you're choosing right now, take 5 full breaths. Point your toes towards your face for a deeper stretch behind your back. Behind the back of your legs. Shift your weight forward and switch legs. Send your right leg back. Bring your left leg forward and shift your weight forward, stretching the psoas muscle in your right thigh, right spine, right side of your body. Breathe here. Begin to shift your hips back, coming into your half splits, Hanumanasana. Take full splits if you have it in your practice. If not, lengthen through your spine, make it nice and long. Exhale, fold forward. 5 breaths here. Begin to shift your weight back to forward. Bring your right leg back. Take a downward facing dog and take 5 full breaths in a downward facing dog, making whatever movements feel good to you. So lift your hips up and back. Maybe bend one knee at a time. Just stretching out your calf muscles. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Lengthen through your spine, bend your knees, push the floor away. Whatever you need right now. Lower your knees to the ground. Keep your toes tucked under just like this. And then begin to shift your hips back. So what we're doing is we're really stretching out our toes, our feet here. Shifting your hips back. If you can, bring your hips directly on top of your heels. Good. If not, you'll lean forward like this. This can be a very deep stretch for some people, so take your time with it. Sitting here, 5 breaths. Shift your weight forward, bring your hands back to the floor, uncurl your toes, and just tap the back of your feet onto the floor. And then if you can, just shift your hip forward and back. Option to stay right here, shifting your hips forward and back, or option to lift your knees off the ground and shift your hips forward and back. Just stretching out the front of your legs. Breathing and moving gently. Lower your knees back down. I'm going to give you the next 2 to 3 minutes to make whatever movements feel good to you in your body. Happy baby, if you want to take an inversion. If you want to do a Surya Namaskara and take a little flow for yourself, feel free. I'm going to give you a full 3 minutes to make whatever movements feel good to you. And then we'll work into a Yoga Nidra, lying down on our backs, and then doing a rescan of our body this time in a meditative position and meditative movement. 3 minutes to yourself. If you'd like to just go into your Shavasana, feel free to lie down and get into a comfortable position. If you are in an inversion, begin to make your way down. Begin to set yourself up on your back, on the ground. Pointing your palms facing the ceiling, allowing your body to completely relax. With every exhale, sinking deeper and closer into the ground beneath you. Taking a moment to get rooted, to get grounded. Noticing the parts of your body that are touching the ground beneath you. Noticing your breath in this moment. Acknowledging the sounds that are around you. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it away. Deep breath in. Let it go. Deep breath in. Release. Continue to breathe. Continue to breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Allow your breath to move freely throughout your body. Bring your awareness to your mind, to your head, to your thoughts. Bring your awareness to your face. Option to scrunch up the muscles in your face, your eyes, nose, and mouth into a tight little ball. And release. Begin to scan down your body, bringing your awareness to each part of your body until you reach your toes. Taking at least 10 full breaths to completely scan down your body. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Bring your awareness to your breath. Option to repeat after me or just focus on your breath. My energy is mine. I am in power of my energy. I am worthy of my energy. And I am restored. Bring your awareness back into your breath. Bring your awareness back into your body, making gentle movements. Reach your arms long above your head and point your toes, giving yourself a nice long stretch. Bend your knees and roll over to the right side into the fetal position and pause here. The fetal position is the position of rebirth and reawakening, as if you've just been given a new life to live. Give gratitude to the way your body moves and breathes. Give gratitude where gratitude is deserved. Take 5 full breaths here. Whenever you're ready, push yourself up into a seated position. Option to have a gaze in your eyes or close your eyes. Bring your hands to rest on your knees or your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it away. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it away. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. You may listen to the sound of Om or Om with me. Inhale. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Have a wonderful Thursday night. Namaste.